Hey, let's be honest, peeps. This is part 5 of our mental illness series. We're going to cover suicide, other types of disorders and their names, and we're also going to do a summary. So thank you for joining me on this really long haul of videos. I want to go into suicide. Suicidal feelings can either be situational or clinical. Clinical means that the suicidal thoughts are being created by too much or too little of neurotransmitters in your head. Suicide is usually associated with really severe forms of mental illness. It can be a severe form of schizophrenia, depression, bipolar disorder, even anxiety. Situationally, suicide can be caused by feelings of desperation, um, extreme feelings of sadness that might not have to do with a mental illness. But either way, if you are experiencing suicidal ideation where you're actually thinking of a plan, or suicidal feelings where you just feel like you want to, please, please, please go to the suicide hotline. I have linked it below, and we will get you through this. It's really tough because in this world, we always feel like we're not enough. Like we can't do things. We don't have enough money. We feel like we're unworthy. And if we have a mental illness, we feel like we can't get better. And what are we supposed to do about that? One, if your suicidal ideations or feelings are caused by mental illness, you will often be taken to a rehabilitation facility or a psychiatric hospital or a hospital. There they will get you the right treatment. It might be medication, it might be therapy. You can do outpatient, you can do inpatient. If you are going to harm yourself, then you must go to a hospital. If you're feeling like it, please call the suicide hotline, call people you love, call people who make you happy and who can help you. And you can get through it, even though it's very, very tough. Now, suicidal thoughts and feelings are common for everyone. We've all experienced them, either a little bit or a lot. But if you're experiencing too much of them, then please, please take action. Okay, because let's be honest, suicidal feelings and ideation and thoughts, that's tough to deal with on your own. We're all here, we're all human, and we're all here to help. Now, to go on to other types of psychological disorders, there's borderline personality disorder, split personality disorder, also called dual personality disorder, depersonalization, where you don't recognize yourself, derealization, where you don't recognize your surroundings, and many, many, many more. There's a whole variety of personality disorders. So I'm going to actually do a link here for the suicide hotline, and I'm also going to do a link to other different kinds of psychological disorders if you'd like to read about them, if you think that you have one or you think someone else has one. And again, some people take medication, some people don't take medication. What everyone should do is actually see a psychotherapist. They're there to do therapy. Therapy works on the mind, the body, and the soul, on your thoughts, emotions, and your physical sensations. Exercise is also really important. Sleep patterns are really important. If you think you're going to have mania, do not go to bed past like 2 a.m. because then you'll start to get racing thoughts. Really regulate your sleep patterns. Get at least 8 hours of good sleep, good nutrition. Surround yourself with a good support system, friends, family, relatives, doctors, psychiatrists, psychotherapists. Make sure you have that support system. Support groups are really good to go to. If you haven't, look up your outpatient rehab facilities, inpatient rehab facilities. Look up psychiatric hospitals, just if you're curious. But just always have like that support system. But realize that at the core of everything, you are your own support system. You are your own advocate. You are your own hero. You can do anything, but sometimes you might need help. And that's where the extended support system comes in. So let's be honest. You are not your mental illness. Let's destigmatize mental illness. You are brilliant. You are kind. You are wonderful. Namaste.